everyone, welcome to LexTalk, World Talk Show presented by Clickaway Creators. Today we have Mohammad Salequzzaman with us from Bangladesh. Salequzzaman was called to the Bar of England and Wales from the Honourable Society of Lincoln's Inn, London, in 2013, following successful completion of Bar Professional Training course from City, University of London, and LLB from the University of Wales in 2012. Prior to that, he obtained his first LLB in 2007 and LLM in 2008 from the University of Rajshahi, Bangladesh. He was enrolled as an advocate in Bangladesh in 2009 and as an advocate of the High Court Division, Supreme Court of Bangladesh in 2015. He appears regularly before both the Supreme Court of Bangladesh and the subordinate courts and has been dealing with constitutional matters, civil, criminal, commercial, taxation, company, banking, property disputes, PIL, HR, etc. The list goes on. Prior to joining the legal era, Salequzzaman worked with a reputed law firm, namely Syed Ishtiaq Ahmed Associates, which is in Dhaka. He gained considerable experience in advising clients, conducting court hearings, providing company secretarial services to local foreign-owned company, conducting due diligence for foreign clients and firms. Not only that, but working with overseas chambers, finalizing all legal drafting, and again, as I said, the list goes on. He also gained extensive experience on IP, ICT, e-commerce at Old Bailey Chambers. I mean, oh my God, like there's so much to talk about Salequzzaman. He has, from London to Bangladesh, how his journey has been. I'm very much intrigued. So without any further ado, let me just introduce you to Mohammad Salequzzaman. Hey Salequzzaman, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I am absolutely amazing. Like as I was giving you intro, I just realized that there's a lot to talk about, which is kind of really inspiring. So why don't we start with your journey as a legal professional?
Thank you for the question. In becoming a lawyer, I basically fulfilled my parents' dream, although without any objection from my end. My father is a lawyer, and this is why probably he wanted me to follow him. My wife is also a barrister, and she's one of the partner of my law chamber, namely the legal era. And I should also mention here that Ira is my only daughter, and I hope she will join this legal journey as well.
Wow.
As you said, I started my legal career in 2009, having been enrolled with the Bangladesh Bar Council. And while practicing, as you know, I went to London to complete my bar at law degree. And having been come to the Bar of England and Wales, I came back to my country in 2014 and joined an intellectual property law firm. Later on, I was enrolled with the Honourable High Court Division in 2015. And prior to joining the legal era, I worked with a reputed law firm, as you said earlier, Syed Ishtiaq Ahmed Associates, for nearly 3 years. And luckily, I was trained in almost all areas of laws in that chamber. So since the beginning, of my profession, I had to go through a lot of numerous learning struggles to become a confident lawyer as I am today. And I'm grateful to all my mentors who trained me very passionately and effectively. In the legal era, currently we have 99% success rate. The reason behind our success is we always try to give proper and honest opinion to our clients in regards to merits of their case, which help them to choose best future actions. And there is a long way to go, There is a long way to go as a legal professional.
Wow, that's just amazing. And the best part is that we were just talking about your daughter before the interview started. And I did not know her name, and such a beautiful name. So congratulations. Now moving on with another question. So how do you give actually legal assistance to foreign clients like NRBs or corporate entities?
Yeah, we assist foreign clients on a regular basis in incorporating various entities, post incorporation compliances, drafting various briefs, giving legal opinions, and also providing company secretarial services, etc. And we also work very closely with foreign law chambers, especially by doing legal due diligence, etc. And most non-resident Bangladeshis contact us for property-related issues like, forming trust of property, will and probate, gifting property, selling property, etc., and claiming inheritance property, drafting and executing power of attorney from abroad, and so on.
Okay, that's amazing. That's great. Now coming back to the most interesting question. Please tell us about a complex legal issue you worked on, whatever you're comfortable with, nothing like, serious or nothing confidential you have to share. Any complexity about that particular issue, and tell us how you actually approached it, which is going to inspire other people as well.
Actually, it's very difficult to choose one. There are so many to remember, especially.
I know, but
let me tell you about a case.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, you might know that our country, Bangladesh, became an independent country through a liberation war in 1971. Bangladesh government has always recognized the freedom fighters who fought for the independence of Bangladesh, and our government used to disburse monthly honorarium to such listed freedom fighters and their families, along with other benefits. So one fine evening, more than 50 freedom fighters came to my chamber as client, and their grievances was that the relevant ministry of the government has, without giving them any opportunity of being heard, stopped payment of their monthly honorarium, questioning their authenticity as freedom fighters. That also after long 49 years. So this was very unfortunate, and you might understand that they are all in their very old age, because they fought in 1971 for the liberation war. So most of them are old age. Some has already died also, whose family can to represent them. So I opened them to file a writ petition, also known as judicial review. However, the difficult part was, when I went to prepare the draft petition, I needed some documents, and they were not able to provide me many relevant documents. This was also not expected from them, as they never imagined that they need to prove again after long 49 years by submitting documents that they are original freedom fighters, not fake freedom fighters. So I decided to place the petition with the documents in hand and received order in favor of the freedom fighters. The smiling faces of the freedom fighters, made me very pleased, thinking that I did something for the real soldiers of this country. So, and later on, I added the case as my pro bono case. So this case, was very complex and a sensitive issue in the country. And I'm lucky that I dealt with such a case. Thank you.
That's really lovely how you dealt with it, and the best part is that you did it something. You actually did something for the country and for the freedom fighters who have lost their lives. And
yeah, I felt like I could not attend the liberation war, but I did something for the person
families,
who bring the freedom for this country.
Lovely. That's how we are stepping into the real world, like this is a better world. Okay, great. So when we're talking about the past, let's talk about the most complex thing that is going on in the world, that is the pandemic. So the
Yeah.
pandemic actually saw some courts begin moving. You know, the pandemic saw some courts moving towards like remote proceedings and all the availability. So my question is that is this sustainable, right? And like a possible way to increase access to justice? Like, in your opinion, how is it going to work?
Yeah, definitely. In short, I believe virtual courts have greatly increased access to justice. The virtual courts started running in Bangladesh by amending the current laws, at the time of COVID-19 outbreaks. And as the parliament was not in session at that time, the president has signed the virtual courts order. So that's basically to legitimize the running of courts through virtual system, as it was not codified in law before that. So the limitations that we had during pre-COVID situation was greatly overcome by the running of virtual courts. That is, in Bangladesh, we have many pending cases. And the good news is the Supreme Court has recently observed that the disposal rate of pending case has gone much higher than the time when only physical court was running in Bangladesh. So that's a good news. And also the accused in criminal cases, they are no longer requires to be present before the judge physically, and they can give their presence from the custody through by means of digital media. And besides, lot of more digitalization are coming, which will definitely ease the process of access to justice. In physical court, we, the lawyer, also need to run from one court to another, and we're supposed to follow and check physically whether my listed case has been taken up for a hearing in any particular bench or not. So it was really difficult to manage multiple court at a time. But in virtual court, we can observe the running of many courts by sitting in my chamber. So in my opinion, it has a lot of scope, and it has greatly increased the access of justice.
Well, that's great. That's a good news, I guess, for every country. Like, things are improving. Yeah. That. Great. Okay.
Before pre-COVID situation, we was trying to digitalize the court system like this.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Okay. Great. Now, when we talk about you as a lawyer, we absolutely understand that it's just not about being in the legal space, but time is money for everybody, like in every profession, in every industry, right? How do you make the most of, how do you ensure that you make the best of your time as a lawyer?
It's really difficult to manage time, as we also deal with foreign clients, the time zone, holidays are different from my country. And I always prioritize clients' need and expectations by compromising my personal times. I try to utilize the time I spend in the car by, for example, replying clients' queries through email, and also by socializing with family and friends over the phone. I also work while sitting and waiting in the court, for possible hearing. I try to utilize that time. Besides at chambers, we have a dedicated research team who always collect and manage up-to-date laws, decisions, both from local and international sources. And also we manage and organizes our files, past files basically, in such manner so that we can follow our previously given opinions, drafts, etc., which helps us cutting the times. So that's all.
It's hard to manage time for you because you don't have time, right? There's no
Exactly.
time.
In the morning, we have course till 4 p.m. And from there, I basically headed to my chamber and work there till 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. So it's really hard to manage any personal times.
That's absolutely okay, I guess. Like till the time you are getting all the work and you're doing something to inspire other people, at the same time, you're able to take care of your family. I guess that's absolutely makes sense, right? It's all worth it. The hard work is all worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much, Salequzzaman, for sharing wonderful insights. And also, giving us a lot of understanding about the complexities of the issues that you have handled, and also how things are, getting better in Bangladesh. I guess that insight was very, very important for everybody to hear, and they can absolutely learn something or the other from this. So sadly, we have come to an end of the conversation, but we really look forward to having a chat with you again on some other trending topic in the legal space. And for our viewers, if you like this chat with Mohammed Salequzzaman, please like and share this video, and also subscribe to ClickAway Creators YouTube channel to appreciate what we do, and you have more coming from industry legal leaders like him. This is Bharti for LexTalk signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.